Hi, families. I hope you're all doing good. Thank you for logging into our webpage option for the read aloud for If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. So I'm so excited about our family engagement project for you and for the kids. Most people that know me know that I love teaching, I love my family, but I also love to bake. And chocolate chip cookies is the highest on my list. And one of the most favorite memories that I have with baking is with one of my kids. I love to bake with all three of my kids, but especially my daughter. Her and I have a special baking bond ever since she was little. And chocolate chip cookies are our favorite thing to bake. Matter of fact, we just made a batch today, just after we had that wonderful snowstorm. So we were kind of feeling in the chocolate chip cookie mood. So I wanted to show you a few on one of our favorite plates. Let's give you a little peek. This is our Santa, Cookies for Santa plate that we're going to put out pretty soon. That we just made one of our favorite chocolate chip cookie recipes and had a really fun time making it. So this project, I'm so excited that you're going to have a chance to have that special family time with your child or your whole family. It's a great family experience to bake with them, but to also share a really great book with them if you give a mouse a cookie. So this recording is really to give our families, the reader, a few ideas while you're reading the book with your child. So this really won't be a read aloud for the kids like we normally do, but it's more or less going to be a bit of a lesson and to provide you with some ideas that you can be talking to your child about as you are beginning the book, as you're reading through the book, and then to be thinking about at the end. So I'm going to share a few things with you that we try in the classroom when we're reading a book, when we're doing a read aloud. But I do want to stress that as you are the family member reading, the most important thing is to just have that special, comfortable time with your child as you're reading. I did this with all three of my kids. They're getting older now. But with each one of them, we had a very special time before they went to sleep each night to do some reading, and it grew into more of a time where we could talk. So as they got older, they would still want me to come in their room during that reading time, but I noticed even if we weren't reading, it was just as important to spend that time before they dozed off to just connect, talk about their day, talk about school. Sometimes we would read a favorite book, but now that they're getting even older, it's usually just a time to wind down, talk about the day, and sometimes we'll share a rare moment and do a book together. So I do want to share with you right now, if you give a mouse a cookie, one of the things that we do at school when we first start a book especially is talk about the title. So if we're just starting a book, and I know that it's brand new for the kids, we'll talk about the title if you give a mouse a cookie, and we might think and ponder about the title for a little bit and think, I wonder what would happen if you gave a mouse a cookie, and start to generate some ideas, start to make some connections with the title, not spend too much time, but just enough to get them really pulled into the book. And we might talk about the illustration, we'll talk about the cookies that we see, and then some personal experiences, like, do you like cookies? Maybe what's your favorite cookie? Share with us. We might go around and talk about what their favorite cookie is. So I am going to walk through this. I might stop a little bit and give you a few ideas as we go through. The main thing is to think about your audience, obviously with your child, and the younger ones especially. You don't want to stop too often. So we don't stop every page, but maybe talking in the beginning, stopping once or twice in a book about this long, and then wrapping up with some personal thoughts or some comprehension questions based on whether or not it's a first read or a second read that we might do together or a third or fourth read. So let's just get started. If you give a mouse a cookie. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. And you might want to talk about how, what do you like to have your cookies with? Do you prefer them with milk? Ironically, my kids always laugh, my family, because I'm not a milk drinker, but I prefer my cookies all the time, especially chocolate chip cookies with a glass of orange juice. They think it's strange and kind of laugh, but we talk about that sometimes when we'll read this book. When you give him the milk, and now before we go into that next page, you might want to think and ponder, what do you think he's going to need with that milk? He'll probably ask for a straw. When he's finished, he'll ask for a napkin. Then he'll want to look in a mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. When he looks in the mirror, he might notice his hair needs a trim. So he'll probably ask for a pair of nail scissors. When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep up. He'll start sweeping. He might get carried away and sweep every room in the house. He may even end up washing the floor as well. When he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap. You'll have to fix a little box for a blanket and a pillow for him. He'll crawl in, make himself comfortable, and fluff the pillow a few times. He'll probably ask you to read him a story. This is where you might want to bring in a personal experience and might want to ask the kids or ask your child what makes you feel comfortable. When I'm looking at the illustration, I see a nice cozy blanket. Do you have a favorite cozy blanket? Those types of questions to create that personal experience with a story. So you'll read to him from one of your favorite books, and he'll ask to see the pictures. When he looks at all the pictures, he'll get so excited, he'll want to draw one of his own. He'll ask for paper and crayons. He'll draw a picture, and you might again want to ask for a personal, what picture would you draw? Which crayons would you use? When the picture is finished, he'll want to sign his name with a pen. Then he'll want to hang his picture on your refrigerator, which means he'll need Scotch tape. He'll hang up the drawing and stand back to look at it. Looking at the refrigerator will remind him that he's thirsty. And then you might want to pull an experience that for them to recall upon on the beginning of the book. And what did he drink in the beginning of the book? What do you think he might want now that he's thirsty that he drank earlier? So he'll ask for a glass, you guessed it, of milk. And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's going to want a cookie to go with it. So, families, I hope you enjoyed listening to If You Give a Mouse a Cookie and hearing some thoughts about what you can include, some conversation with your child, and some questions that you could be asking them as you're going through the book. And of course, I hope you enjoy the yummy cookies. Please make sure that you send me some pictures of the kids. We would love to see your pictures. I would love to share your pictures and see how the project went. But I do hope that you enjoy, and thank you for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.